All right, welcome back. We continue. Gina, we get your thoughts of what you saw yesterday in Augusta. I assume you watched that. I thought it was unbelievable. And me, I've played competitive golf. I realize how much is involved physically sometimes with a player who's had back problems as severe as Tiger Woods, who said at one point he couldn't even walk. He had a hard time getting up from the couch. To do what he did at his age, I think is nothing short of remarkable. How did you view it?
I didn't view it. Congratulations to Tiger Woods. That's the extent of my knowledge on what happened over the weekend.
You wouldn't rank it anywhere as far as comebacks are concerned?
I have no idea.
I'm surprised. I thought you would like golf.
I don't like golf, Bob. We've been over this on the show.
I know, but I thought maybe this would be different.
No, this is no different.
Joseph,
I was wrong. I picked the field.
That's right, you did. Joseph in Brentwood. Hey, Joe.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's going on?
Joe?
Hey, this one guy stole my thunder before.
Oh.
The moon should be down in Wheeling.
No, I don't agree with that. I think he's a good player, but I just don't think he's a top six player. There's a difference.
That's two people who called the show to blame Dominic Simone.
The guy who checked
when the other two guys on the line are doing nothing. That's Crosby and Gensel. So you blame this guy.
Nobody's checking anybody either. You know what I mean? I've never seen a blooming check once.
Well, they're losing face-offs. They're doing a lot. Again, thanks for the call, but here we go with this. This is one of my pet peeves about how people follow sports. Instead of objectively, it's one-sided always. It's never credit another team. It's always blame your team. Your team can never do anything right when they lose, so you're going to blame them. How about the Islanders just coming in and doing? Now, they're a legitimate team. They're playing as such. They have been true to what they've been all season long, the team that allowed the fewest goals of any team in the NHL. And what have we seen? 1 goal in each of the last 2, total of 5 overall in 3 games.
That's why they play these games. We don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, so, what do you think is going to happen? I think they're going to win Game 4, the Penguins.
Yeah, I do think they're going to win Game 4. That'll force me to go back to New York. So
that's right. Well, you like New York, don't you?
Like New York, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
But whatever inconveniences me, that's what these playoffs are all about, Bob. They always
Terry in Wexford. Hello, Terry. Welcome to the Sports Call.
Hey, Bob. Hi, Gene. Nice to talk to you guys.
Terry.
You too.
How are you?
Just have a real quick question here. It's a quick observation. I don't want to tie the whole line up here.
Go ahead.
But you guys think, from my analysis, and I'm not an expert on this, but I was just watching these games. Do you think that Mike Sullivan was outcoached by Trotz? I'm thinking he was. I don't think he has.
I think you have to look at that as a check mark for Barry Trotz. Yes, just as it was a check mark for Mike Sullivan when he beat Barry Trotz 2 years in a row. These are good coaches. They're going to have opportunities to learn, and I think Trotz learned a lot from what happened as a Capitals coach, and he's put it into play here. We saw a lot of what we're seeing in this series in that series last year, I thought.
Yeah, I think Barry Trotz is a really good coach, and I think Mike Sullivan is too. But I think in this particular instance, it looks like Barry Trotz is getting more out of his people than Mike Sullivan is. But as Bob points out, that changes from year to year. I don't think it takes away from Mike Sullivan at all.
No, but like I said, they have been true to what they do. They don't have a lot of name recognition players, so they have to buy into what he's saying. And he's been around. He won a Stanley Cup. I think that has a lot of play for these guys. And it's been a tremendous season for them.
They bought in, Bob.
They bought in. Bob in Indiana joins us right now on the Sports Call. Hey, Bob, what's up?
Hey, thanks for taking my call. I know everyone's talking hockey and golf, but I want to talk some Pirates. I'm frustrated with the game on Saturday when Arch was pitching. I know he had a high pitch count, but he was breezing forward. Yeah, most of them high pitch counts were in the first, second inning. He had 100 pitches, and, Hurdle pulls him out, and, I blame that loss on Hurdle. I don't know why they didn't leave him go out for another inning. If he started getting in trouble and then pull him, but he was cruising along. And the other thing is, his suspension, I guess, it's going to be 10 days between that.
Well,
after 9 days.
It's a 5-game
suspension. He had a nice long rest.
Yeah. Bottom line is, I didn't have a problem with that. It's just more execution. Richard Rodriguez, now I don't know if I'd have the same trust in him as I did before, because every time he's been in this year, he's had a problem. Keona Kela, you brought him here to be a setup guy. He's not been that. He's been problemed. This is why yesterday we saw Felipe Vasquez go an unusual 11-batter, 43-pitch outing. Yeah. But he felt he had to. I thought that was a good move, too. Do you have a problem with how he used him?
No, it was good, especially after the Rodriguez performance the night before. And as you mentioned, Kela has not been very effective. As for Archer got 7 innings, which he rarely does. That's a long time for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead, pin the loss on Hurdle. We pin all losses on Hurdle around here.
The blame game. We'll be back with more right here on Pittsburgh CW.